Okay, so have you ever thought about what your brand for real estate is, or what it comes across as? What message are you sending to your buyers and sellers? Well, in this video, I'm going to talk about how to brand yourself for real estate and leave a lasting impression that stays with people for a long time and makes them always think of you when it comes to buying or selling a home. So if you're looking to make a lasting impression on all those buyers and sellers in your market, then stay tuned. You're not going to want to miss this video. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Franchesca Hanahoe, and if this is your first time to this channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button and tap on the notification bell as well so you get notified every time I upload a new video just like this one, where I teach you how to use YouTube for real estate, how to get your mindset right for business, and everything in between. Alright guys, so recently I've been thinking a lot about people's brands, and it's really funny to me that people I don't think realize actually what their brand is in real estate or what it could be. So if you're already out there doing YouTube videos for real estate, then you already have a brand. But if you're not doing videos for real estate, then maybe you're doing, I don't know if you're doing social media, or if you think your brand is just a logo on a card. But it's really important to have a really good brand that puts out a big message to people. And if you aren't aware of what that message is, then you definitely want to make sure that you know what it is. You know, several years ago, I can't even think how long it was, but it was several years ago, Richard and I actually worked for the Keller Williams that was local to us at the time. And my team leader at Keller Williams was big on, you know, branding teams, so on and so forth. So she actually set up an appointment and sent me to go sit down with somebody that had a branding company. We just sat there and kind of strategized for a little bit about logos and names and what they meant and all that stuff. But today, as of today, in 2022, I realize now that a lot of that stuff has actual very little weight on what your brand is, and really to me now is kind of like the, you know, it's this shiny object syndrome, right? It's like, oh, I have to have the perfect logo and the perfect cards, and I gotta spend all this money on that, and I have to have everything looking just right. And you know, nowadays agents are, you know, sending you virtual business cards, right? They don't even hand you like an actual paper business card. And you know, people are getting caught up in all that kind of different stuff now too, and that's all great, don't get me wrong. You have to be able to have something to give to clients. You have to leave your card behind when you go show properties, but what is your actual brand that's going to be something that stays with people for a long time, makes them call you, makes them refer people to you time and time again? If you have a YouTube channel, then you're already onto it. So I'm just going to give you some tips about what your brand is when you're doing these YouTube videos like I have been. And the first thing is that you are your brand. So when you think about that, like for instance, I'm just going to give you this quick story, but you know, when I first started out doing real estate videos, I got a lot of flack about my hair, and I used to have it, I know it's like down and short now, but it was a little bit longer on top, and I kind of like styled it up. I used to be a hairdresser many years ago before real estate, so I've always had kind of fun hair, and I like to have my hair short. But at any rate, I realized when I started doing my videos and I saw my hair on camera that it kind of made me stand out a little bit. So I decided to just go with it and to keep styling it like that, even though I got a lot of like bad comments about it. People were so flustered by my hair, it really got under people's skin. But if you saw the girl on camera that had the short blonde hair that was standing up the way mine was, I was definitely leaving a lasting impression, and you were probably going to remember her the next time you saw a video, or maybe when you went to go think about real estate or whatever it was, or maybe. But I actually had a client comment recently that he had been watching all of our videos and that he had seen all of my hair changes, my hairstyle changes. And I thought it was really funny, and it made me laugh because he wanted to point it out that he had seen all of my different hairstyles along the years. And since I've had this real estate YouTube channel, I definitely have changed my hair a few times. I thought about keeping it in the one hairstyle that was up because I got so much attention for it, but I was like, you know, I just kind of ready for a change, so I changed it. But that's my point. That hairstyle has my clients talking about it from several years ago. I haven't had my hair up in the front in a while now, and he still wanted to mention that he had seen it. and that it was, that he liked all my hairstyles. So things that set you apart in your videos are also going to be part of your brands, and they're going to help people remember you. But the thing that makes it special when you're doing these real estate videos is everything that makes you you is what's going to be your brand, and that's what's going to make you stand out. And you can actually specifically choose to do some of these things, like my hair, right? But then there's other things that you can do that will subtly leave a lasting impression with people and get them to keep calling you when they want to sell or buy a house. And that is things like being super honest in your videos. I have so many videos where I'm really honest. You guys know, if you've been watching this channel for a little while, that I grew up in Orlando. And in my videos, all of my videos in Orlando, I talk about, I make sure to say that I grew up in Orlando my whole entire life, because I feel like that's part of my brand, right? And that's something that they need to know, and that has lasted with a lot of people. A lot of people reach out to me and they're like, hey, Franchesca, we want to buy a house in Orlando, and we definitely wanted to, work with you since you've lived there your whole life. Like, I can't tell you how many of my clients mention that in the first conversation that I have with them. So that's a big part of my brand. I make sure after every intro, I always say, I've been living here my whole entire life. So I'm not living there anymore, but now I'm gonna be known for the girl who just relocated for the first time in her life, right? But these are things that you can leave in your videos that are your brand, that stick with people. And the other thing is anything relatable. If you have anything that you can put in your videos, stories about your experiences where you live. A lot of times I would show my favorite coffee shop that was like a local coffee shop. I like it because it's not like a Starbucks or a big brand name. It's kind of a small family-owned business that has great coffee over in Horizon West. I love to have their espresso. I had a lady one time tell me that she was looking at hiring me as a realtor, or another lady, but when she saw me order the espresso, she knew she had to work with me. I don't know why. But these are things that are your brand. The other thing that I try to do a lot is tell stories, because stories settle with people and it makes them, one, know that you're not lying and selling them a bunch of bull crap, and two, it just is relatable. So when you talk about, this is my favorite coffee shop and this is why, or, look, this is the park that my family and I like to go to on Sundays. We go and we ride our bikes here. There's a 2-mile bike trail and blah, blah, blah. One time I told a story on my channel about COVID, and I showed the bike trails that my family actually personally rode on during COVID when we had to get out of the house. We took the kids. There's a bike trail from my house all the way around Horizon West. You can take it as far as you want to. That's one of the things that I love about living there. And I talked about that on my channel and showed the bike trail. These are things that leave lasting memories with people because you become relatable and it becomes part of your brand. It's who you are. That's really what's part of your brand. So if you're sitting there doing these videos and you're talking about, statistics and numbers or I don't know, like if you're just so straight and cold into the camera and you're not having any personality, that's not really going to help people relate to you. It's not going to want to make them reach out and call you until you loosen up a little bit, start having fun with it. Remember that these people, are like your client standing in front of you. The camera is kind of like a client. So kind of for me, when I would look at the camera and start doing these videos when I was really nervous, I started just pretending that it was a person, and I started just really trying to make eye contact with the camera so that the people could relate to me, and people noticed it. They commented right away about how great my videos were, how they felt like they already knew me. I'm constantly getting people already feel like they know me. So listen, if you want to get people to know, like, and trust you, these are the things that you have to do on camera. This is your brand. It's what you like. It's the things you like to do. It's your personal experiences. It's being honest with them. I have several videos where I talk about where not to live, or I talk about where to live. And I say, look, I'm living here in Horizon West, but maybe you like the big city life and you want to be around, like more city like type vibes that are going on. And maybe you want to live in Lake Nona, because that's what's kind of going on there. You don't have to sugarcoat everything. You can tell people why or why not that they may want to live somewhere, or why they may not want to live somewhere, and just be honest with them in your videos. All right, because over time, after you've done so many videos and you've given so much of yourself into all these videos. Like, you know, I talk about how I like to drink wine, I talk about coffee, I show my coffee spot, I talk about, in my videos several times I mentioned that I love going to the beach, I love the water, you know, I talk about how I like to go to Clearwater and not New Smyrna. So I'm giving all of these specific things, and people will land on your channel and they will binge watch all of your videos and feel like they know you after an hour of binge watching your videos. That happens to us all the time. So after you put so many details into all these videos, people will land on your channel and you will have your brand there across your channel, and they will get to know, like, and trust you and want to work with you every single time. And also just remember, you're going to be attracting people that are just like you. So, you know, somebody else may not like coffee, or they may not like wine, or they may not like going to the beach like I do, and that's okay, because I'm still going to be attracting the people that gravitate towards those things. And you don't have to worry about attracting everybody to your brand. You know, not everyone's going to be your cup of tea, and that's okay, because you don't want to work with those people. Let somebody else have them. You're going to attract people that are just like you, that want to work with you. You're going to attract your tribe, and that's really the most important thing. And that's the thing that I actually really appreciate about YouTube. I don't want to work with everybody, and that's why I absolutely hate working with people that don't come off our YouTube channel, because they haven't taken the time to get to know us and watch the videos. And it's just, it makes the work so much harder. You know, you have to build that rapport with people all from the beginning, and it takes a long time. When, you know, if they come off the channel, they watch all of the videos, they already know, like, and trust you, and they know a lot of stuff about you. They listen to all of your recommendations. They don't, you know, go behind your back and ask 100 other people and then go against the grain when it comes to, like, lenders or title companies or whatever it may be that you're recommending. So your brand is you, it's who you are, it's your experiences and the town that you're living in. So make sure that you're honest and that you put that all in your videos. Make sure you get comfortable with the camera, make eye contact, and that is your brand that will stay with people. All right, guys, I hope you got something out of this video. I will see you on the next video. Bye-bye.